Hey everyone, thank you for clicking on this. If you did, I hope you like it. If you do, please like, subscribe, and comment below. So, if you're watching my previous videos, like I said in the first one, this is a review day. I'm just reviewing a whole bunch of stuff. So, I just reviewed two MCU movies. So check those out, they're on my channel. And now, I am continuing my reviews of the Doctors. And now we are on to the Fifth Doctor. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Also, Fancy Bear. Fancy Bear, Fancy Bear. Had to do it. Sorry. Okay. Continuing. The Fifth Doctor, played by Peter Davidson. And at this point, I gotta give him props for trying something. I know a lot of people like Peter Davidson's Fifth Doctor over the next one. But for me personally, I'm a little vice versa. Like I said in one of my reviews, I think when I started this review journey, I like all the doctors. Like all the main doctors, I like them all for one reason or another. Like, I don't hate any of the 1 through 15 doctors. I like certain ones more than the others, but I don't hate any of the doctors. And I think all their runs are fun. And if you're a fan, you should definitely, especially if you want to get into Classic Who, you should definitely watch all of the doctors. With that said, I haven't rewatched Davidson's stuff in a little bit, and I don't like his era. Other than certain things, doesn't really stick out in my mind. And when it comes to movies and TV shows, I don't know why it's the only thing I actually can remember on certain with things, but it's the only thing my brain actually bloody sustains. I don't know why. I'm weird. Anyways, but yeah, with the Fifth Doctor, I'm not saying he was a bad doctor. He was not a bad doctor. He was actually, at the time, the youngest actor to portray the Doctor. Portray the character. And you gotta give Davidson props on that. And I do. I give him props on that. Especially, coming in. This is kind of like what Troughton had to go through. Pretty much. Because Troughton had to replace or come in and make it his own after the man who started it all, William Hartnell. And that was a feat of its own. Davidson had the same task and difficulty. He had to come in to this character, into this franchise, after the actor Tom Baker, who portrayed him for the longest. Even in current era, even in current times, even with the reboot that started in 2005 with the Ninth Doctor, now, from then to now, no doctor has played the character the longest except for Tom Baker. Tom Baker has portrayed the character the longest. He played the Doctor for the longest time. So Peter Davidson coming in after that such long of a time frame, he had to feel the pressure. And it was a task. But he made the character his own. I think every main doctor does that. They make the character their own. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta try to do. And not all his episodes are great, but there are some really good ones. that I know stand out, especially the Adric episode, and that's all I'm saying. I'm not giving any spoilers other than that. If you haven't watched any of those episodes yet, do not Google it. You will be spoiled. I'm just saying the Adric episodes. That's it. That's all I'm saying. I'm not giving anything away. Hopefully, if anyone comments on this, they don't either. But yeah. I would say, if I had to give a description, because I've given one for each doctor, I did the grandfather for Hartnell. I did the uncle for Troughton. I did the sci-fi secret agent for Pertwee. And then I did like a young adult kid, like a kid in an adult's body. Pretty much kind of energy with Tom Baker's fourth Doctor. Even though he didn't look it, just the energy. If you watch Tom Baker, you'll understand that reference. For Peter Davison, I would say young old man who really likes cricket. I think that's the sport he really likes, that his outfit is based on. If you can see that. Also, the celery in his outfit, that was... I don't even think they understood how that happened, or like, because I don't even think Peter Davison liked celery from special features I watched. So it was just like, how the heck did that become part of his costume? It was interesting. But yeah, he gave it his best, and it's a fun era. It's definitely lighthearted. It has some serious moments as well. But Davison made it his own, and it is definitely worth your time. He's a decent doctor. He's not bad. None of them are bad. He's not my favorite of the classic Who era, or even if just including all the doctors 1 through 15, the actual numbered doctors. He's not my favorite, but I don't dislike him. I don't hate him. I can watch his seasons and have a great time. They were trying. I do admit one of his companions that he kind of inherited was Tegan. And I understand why she was annoyed. But she complained pretty much every single episode she was in. And it got really annoying. She gave the beginnings of Ian and Barbara when they first started in the very beginning of Doctor Who, like the first season, like, because obviously they didn't want what happened to happen, and she didn't either, but the complaining every single episode, and just like, it wasn't even like fun complaining, like trying to like joust with the doctor. She just complained about every little thing. I do remember that, and it got really, really annoying. I think when she came back, like, if I remember correctly, she left for a little bit and then came back before she left fully. I think when she came back, she wasn't as annoying, but man, was she annoying in the very beginning. Oh, just the complaining every single second of, yeah. I was not a fan of her as a character or being a companion. She got on my nerves. Sorry. She did. Or at least in the very beginning. when she stopped complaining, she wasn't as bad. And now, what I mean by complaining, I don't mean like complaining and then joking around with the Doctor. Because I'm rewatching right now the Fourth Doctor and him and Sarah Jane, and Sarah complains, but she's not really complaining. She's complaining, but not meanly and not like really complaining. She's jokingly complaining, and she's having fun with the Doctor. Whereas Tegan, I remember her complaining. She was just complaining to complain, and it annoyed me. It bothered me. The other two companions, Adric, and then there was someone else. Hold on, see if I can find the name. I may not be able to find the name. Let's see. Find the character's name. No. Probably find the I can find the actress's name, but I can't find the character name. They had a decently sized group when it was there when it was the Fifth Doctor's era. He had like 3 companions, and they do it again, and I actually think it works in the future era, and I will talk about that when I get to that Doctor. But at this time, I don't think it worked. I think there was too many, and they didn't have enough time to flesh. It just didn't work. Not everyone melded correct. It just, this team didn't work. I'm not saying the actors didn't try their best and not everyone gave it their all. I just mean character-wise, I just didn't think they melded. That's just me. I don't know. Yeah, that's all I got for you on the Fifth Doctor. This one's a little shorter. I am about to talk about the Sixth. I'm gonna do his right after I end this, so look forward to that. But yeah, in the comments, please comment. I want Doctor Who conversations here. What did you think of the Fifth Doctor? Did you like him? Did you not like him? Did you think there were too many companions? What did you think of the Adric episodes? No spoilers. For anyone who hasn't seen this stuff, I want to try to keep everyone spoiler free to the best of my ability. But yeah, let me know. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked this. Please like, subscribe, and comment below. Please comment. Let's get a Doctor Who conversation going. Yeah. His seasons, he only did 3 compared to Tom Baker, who did 7. His 3 are actually all out on Blu-ray in some form, so you can find his stuff. You can find his run, all of his run, out there. So yeah, streaming wise, I think I just looked it up either last night or this morning, but it is in the US, at least streaming. You'll have to watch commercials, but it is, the Classic Who stuff is streaming, I think, on Pluto TV and Tubi. I think I'm saying that right. TUBI. There'll be commercials that you won't be able to fast forward through, but hey, they're both free. And at least you can watch the classic era of 1 through 7. Finding the Eighth Doctor's movie, that's out on physical media, but I'll get to that when I get to that Doctor. But yeah, that's all I got for you. Thanks for watching. I will see you on my next review of the 6th Doctor, which I'm doing right now, right after this. Look forward to that. I got a lot to say about the 6th Doctor. It's going to be interesting how many people are going to agree or disagree with me on him. But yeah, look forward to that. Thank you. And I will see you on my next review. whether you watch my Sixth Doctor review or something else. Thanks again, guys. Have a fantastic and wonderful, timey, wimey, wobbly day. Peace.